always, I will check, am I visible or not, to get some water for myself. I think all fine. Spontaneous life as always. If you hear some speech, that my husband, he's working from home, my kid as well at home, summer holidays, but I hope we will get this time to speak a bit and to create maybe one earring or even two, we'll see. At the moment I want to prepare everything. Today I received from one lady this kind of Swarovski crystals. She said it was a watch, and they was on the elastic band and it damaged, of course. It can't be always, you can't always wear elastic, someday it should break. So this kind of beautiful Swarovski crystals, she gave it to me from her watch, the shiny ones, and she asked me, is it possible to create some earrings out of it? And I have one idea what I will create. I have here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So 16 crystals, and yeah, so 8 crystals for each earring I have from her damaged watch. And I think I have one idea what to create for her, but I'm not sure will it be good in the end of the day. Something like this I want to create, something similar, where main crystals are these Swarovski crystals, and then I will use some seed beads. She don't want them big, so we'll see. I just want to try this idea what I have, and hopefully something will will go good here. For it, what I have here crystals. Then I need beading thread, beading thread. And then I will need scissors. What else? Just to prepare everything. Scissors, no, scissors not here. Scissors are, I remember yesterday I cleaned my studio, and I did some stuff for the crystals, and I decided to put my scissors and all the instrument in this box. Actually, about this box I told you as well in community tab, in my Telegram group, which is Daisy Q Design YT, my Telegram group, where I share my what I buy from different sources. So yeah, and here I will store my scissors. You see, yesterday I just found it, and today I forgot where it is. Scissors, crystal scissors, seed beads. I will need to have pins. I will need to have hooks. And I will go here. Yesterday I did all the huge job. I just made my storage easier to know where I have everything. So I will need the pins. I will need eye pins for it. Eye pins. Then I will need earring hooks or some nice clasps. We'll see what will be better. So I have here simple hooks, surgical steel hooks. Maybe they will be too simple for it. I like when it's like a shiny, everything is shining nice and bright. And I received as well this kind of hooks. It might be a good idea yeah, I think it might be a better idea to use this kind of beautiful hooks. What do you think? What you prefer to use? You prefer to use just a simple hooks, or you like when the hooks are with some stones like cubic zirconia stones and they are more fancy, not just the simple ones? What would you prefer? I will show you 3 different hooks so you can check. Look, these 2 are with zircon stones. I don't know, can you see it well? This one, this one is 2, and this simple one. What you prefer? What are your favorites if you create jewelry? So I will just prepare all the 3 pairs, and I will understand what I will use when my earring idea will be ready. And actually last months I get a lot of jewelry which was damaged from some, they bought it, it was damaged, or like here elastic was broken, and people so like, I don't know, I think it's because when you like something and when it's broken you want to have a piece of it, like a bag, you don't want to lose it. And people are coming and asking me to recreate something nice from the crystals they have, and I'm totally fine with that. I like to reuse, and this one as well. This is one of the mines I created, and here is not any problem with the design or with technique. She just wanted to have it longer. She ordered it for her mother, and it is too short for her mother, so I will need to make it 10 centimeters longer, like 5 from one color and 5 from the other color. But this one I'm not sure will I be able to make it today, but we'll see. Maybe I will come to another live and will show you how I will redo it, but for now we will check. So I have here a pair. I will prepare everything. Actually yesterday I stayed up very late as I started to clean up everything, because I just finished these 2 bag brooches for one of my loyal clients, and here was a mess on, on my table. So yeah, those are waiting to be shipped. And yeah, yesterday I just cleaned up because I wanted to come live as well, and I can't come live if it's horrible and around. And yeah, I clean up and ended up to clean up almost all my storage. I still have stuff to do, and maybe I will do it together with you. Like I want to change this seed beads to the storage. I don't like this. Maybe I will use them for sequins, but for the seed beads I prefer this kind of tubes. Okay, I speak too much sometimes. So let me think. Here is this, my needle. I need to find my needle. Needle. I have here such a nice needle case. And I need to find a needle, nice straight needle, because as I said, when I use them as well for my embroidery, for bead embroidery, they become a bit not straight, because you have to pass through the materials on the brushes many times. So here we are. I will split these crystals, what I showed you before, 8 and 8 for every earring. I think I will need to clean up a bit them as well, just to give them a bit more and extra shine. So we're cleaning them up carefully and slowly. Yeah, they definitely need to be a bit more cleaned up, because now they are shining just perfectly. I have actually the same crystals, but not from Swarovski, but from Preciosa as well. So if I will need some, I will add. But before, I want to try this idea when I take 5 crystals in one row, and then I go around with seed beads, small tiny seed beads, or yeah, I think small tiny seed beads I will use, and then we'll see. As this design in my head is very easy, but as always when you start you understand that it is not so perfect as it was in your head, but we will manage as always we do. Yeah, 5, I think 5 will be nice. In 1, 5, 6, 7, 8 I split them and I take 5 crystals. These crystals, as I see, those are rondelli crystals, 6 millimeters. It is not definitely 8, not 6, not 4, sorry, it is 6 millimeter crystals. I take 5. I take 5. My idea is then take 5 from the no, yeah. I need to put in between. You see, I always remember the design when I start. From the beginning, when I imagine it, I just thought, okay, 5 crystals, then I start to go around with seed beads, and now when I started, I think that I need to put seed beads in between. So now you see as well how I work and remember the designs. So yeah, 5 crystals, 5 seed beads. Seed bead, it is size 10. Maybe if you want, I can somehow show you not my face but the process. Give me a second, I will try to turn my camera. So this way, that you can see what I am doing. I think that, like that will be better. I will check. So let me know, what do you think? I have here front camera. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5. Now I will make a round here. Here we need to connect. I will make a knot, but you know what I want to do? I want to, if I will make a knot, I need to put the seed bead here, last seed bead, to be able to hide my knot inside this crystal. So I make a knot. And then I will pass through the all crystals and seed beads one more time to secure it better. And I will need to come out from this seed bead to be able to make bridges from the seed beads. This way. Now I will pass into the seed bead this way, and I will pull. This is my first row. Now I think I will need 1, 2, 3, 6, not 7, 5 or 7 seed beads. I will measure. I will measure how many seed beads I need. 7 seed beads, and I come and I enter into the next seed bead this way. Again 7 seed beads, 4, 5, 6 and 7. I like the simple designs. Those are very beautiful when you wear them, and in the meantime they're perfect for the people who want to try themselves in jewelry making. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and they looks amazing, especially if you use some beautiful crystals like Swarovski crystals, or you use Czech crystals. Of course, Swarovski crystals are not now available to everyone. You have to apply for their permission to use their crystals, and you can't write in your creations that you working with Swarovski crystals. But for me it's like doesn't make sense if I just need to pay more money and I can't even say what kind of crystals I use. But here I use them just because my client wanted to redo her watch, so I didn't buy them, these Swarovski crystals. So here we are, it's 7. Now we need to pass into the seed bead number 4. And here I understand that I did mistake. I wanted to use small seed beads, tiny seed beads. As I remember it, I just take it out. Sometimes when you work and speak, you start to be not so focused as you should be, because you have to be focused on this kind of stuff. But as I am creator and I want to share knowledge with you, I think you will be fine if sometimes I do some small mistakes. So we continue. Now I will use same color of Czech seed beads, but in a smaller size. And now we have to see, will 7 of these tiny seed beads will be enough, or we will need to take 9. 2, 4, 6, 7. We measure. Yeah, we need to take 2 more, and it will be 9. This way. Again 9. And like that we go all around our crystal base. So yeah, if you continue to speak about Swarovski, Czech crystals, I prefer, and I work now with Preciosa crystals, as they shine perfectly, and they are very beautiful, and I really enjoy to work with Czech crystals. So we continue. Sometimes you need to understand what kind of materials you prefer, because every creator uses his or her own materials what she likes. Not everyone works with the same materials. You just need to find yours. 6, 8, 9. For example, myself, I mostly work with Czech seed beads as well. I have Japanese Toho as well, sometimes Miyuki, but mostly I work with Czech Preciosa seed beads. As for me, in my locations, easier to get them. And I don't know, I just started to work with them and I know them very well, these seed beads, and that's why I just work with them mostly. Here we are. Yeah, you see, like that is much better than it was before with bigger seed beads. I like this effect. It's like more like a precious metal, not the seed beads. When you use this color and technique, it looks like it's just metal. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And we enter now into the seed bead. Now we have this kind of round here, and we pass into the seed bead. If we have 9 seed bead around, so we need to pass into the seed bead number 5, which will be in the middle of this arch. Carefully and slowly. So it looks like I will need to take maybe another needle, or I will just help myself with the pliers. I wasn't expect that these tiny seed beads will be so tiny. Carefully and slowly, not to damage our seed beads. Okay, looks like for sure I need to take smaller needle, but I so don't like these small needles because they have such a tiny ear, but what can we do? Not to damage our work, we will just change our needle. And I hear my son is just running. Oh my god, running, always running. So yeah, that's why I don't like it, because the tiny ear, you have to go inside this tiny ear. Sometimes I think it is not possible to do it, but I always think like that, and then everything is just fine. This is what I don't like in this work. In every job you have something you don't like, and this is my part. Tiny ear for my needle. This is what I don't like. Now you notice 3 hours later the same picture when I'm trying to put my thread into the tiny needle ear. Yeah, but what can we do? I don't want to damage my, so we'll try like that. We are here 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. And here, what I will do here, I think I need to use some of the smaller crystals. I'm not sure are those enough. I think even bigger I need. I think I will need not this kind of zirconstones, but something bigger, like bicon crystals. Let's see if I will use it this way. This way it will be tiny. Yeah, I think I need to take bicon crystals, so we put it in between. Let me check, do I have something on my table, or I need to go to my storage? No, I need to go and take it from my storage. I have here, yeah, I have here beautiful crystals, Czech crystals as well. What else? These are too big. These ones I will check, and these ones as well. So I have here different crystals. These ones, and I think I need to. I think I had somewhere just simple clear crystals, clear bicon crystals, but somehow I don't see them anymore. So here, not here, not here, not here. Okay, so I will use what I have in stock. So these are too small. These are too small, but actually I like how it would be. Let me check. As these gray crystals I have in a bigger size as well, so I can try to use this. No, these are too big. Okay, so we'll experiment with what I have in stock at the moment. So these ones I like very much. I have as well same crystals as she had, but I don't know why I'm somehow like the gray more than just a simple clear. What do you think? What you would use? What do you think? We need to use these gray crystals, or we stay with only clear crystals? Let me check. As I like both. Let me check. I will try with gray, and then if I don't like it, I will just remove and start again, as this is creative process and I like to have this freedom. That's why when someone comes to me to create jewelry, custom jewelry, I always ask for this creativity. And even when she came, she just gave me a crystal and said, do whatever you want, what you like from these crystals. I just asked how long she want them. We agreed. And then I just do what I like, 2, 4, and seed bead number 5. Have to be very cautious with this small tiny needle. This way. Actually, I know the problem will appear. I need to, as you can see, designs when you start to create from scratch, and I have just design in my head, and I need to redo it. When I start to work, I just remember what I forgot or what I need to do, that my next step is just perfect. And here I want to say what I decided to change. As you saw, that it is problem for me to pass with my needle through these seed beads, and then on this step I showed you just now with crystals, I will need to pass through the same seed bead few times, and it won't be possible because it's already very hard to pass even when I have just one thread inside. And that's why we will do a trick. Very useful tip. What you have to remember: if you, as me, as myself, will need to pass through the same seed bead few times, it is good idea just to take this seed bead, middle seed bead. I will just make it bigger. I will take bigger size of this seed bead, and that's it. And then it will be easier for me on the next steps. And 4. As you can see, it is nothing bad when you do and redo like that. And actually I really like to show you that not every creator remember everything and she or he just sit down and creates everything. I like to be honest. I like to show where I change something, where I redo something. Like that, you see all the process, not only a perfect picture or perfect video. Like that, you know what actually is behind the scenes of every piece I share with you, or the new design I create for you on the membership or on Udemy. You always can understand that there is very many mistakes, redos, and live tutorials as well I do for this purpose, so you can see me, speak to me, and understand that I'm a real person. I do some mistakes as well. So here we are again. Now I hope I will pass through these seed beads. I won't risk. I will just take my other needle. I will take my other needle and again this one step to pass into this tiny seed beads. I will try to enter into this tiny ear, which is absolutely insane. Yeah, this way, just a bit. I need just a bit inside to be able to pass through this 4 seed beads, and I'm done with this small. So here you see, now we have 4 tiny seed beads and 1 seed bead in a bigger size, and we have to come out from this seed bead which is bigger size. Here we are. Now I will change again my needle for easier work. We are here. Today my needle and thread don't want to work together. Here we are. And I think that I will need to take 1 bigger seed bead, 1 crystal, and 1 seed bead. And I enter into the next big seed bead in the middle of our previous. This way, do I like it or not? I think we need to take smaller seed beads for this step. Somehow I will do it. Now I'm thinking as well to start another series of tutorial for my members, and I just thinking about what. Most probably it will be some embroidered brooch, maybe leaf. Now it's coming, autumn is coming, and it might be a good idea to create some step-by-step leaf brooch or something like that. What do you think? Would you like to have like a step-by-step tutorial as we had with pom-pom earrings and SB Sphere earrings, one lesson at 1 week? We had so many beautiful earrings. Maybe now it's time to try ourselves in brooches. So we'll see. So let me know what would be nice for the next series of jewelry, as I think it will be the best, as I saw a lot of engagement from people, from my members who joined the membership and started to create their earrings, and I think it's the best idea to do like that. Plus I will make some live streams like today, and I already had shared with you materials I got. So yeah, we'll see what we will have by the end of this live stream. I hope we will have something interesting. So here we are with our last crystal here. And what we will do next? What we will do next? We will pass into the hour crystal. Now I will improvise. And I think we might, yeah, I will take bigger seed bead and I will just pass into the seed bead this way. This way I will pass and I will enter into the into the every crystal. Like that I will make it more roundish. Actually I like what we have at the moment, and you witnessed new design coming live with some mistakes. By the end of this video I think we will have nice results. So you see, now it starts to close, and my idea is to put crystal on the top, but for it, to make it beautiful, I think I will need to make one more round of the bigger seed bead and close it. I like it. 3 or 5, I think 5 seed beads we will need. 2, 3, 4 and 5. We enter into the next seed bead. Actually now I'm very happy that I am live, as sometimes I forget my designs as well, and for me it's a big help on my channel when I see the designs what I did, for example, 5 years ago, and of course I can't keep them all in my head, but when I have video tutorials and online courses, I remember where I did it, and it's my like a library. And when I want to remember something, I just go through my videos and I remember the technique, and it's amazing. So here we are. I think we will get amazing result. Here I changed. I had 5 seed beads, but 5 was too many, and I took 3 seed beads of size 10, and I go around every crystal, every tiny crystal, and I want to close it. We'll see, but at the moment I like what we have. We'll see how it will go in the end. Actually I don't like this one comment, which is not related to our live stream. So, and 3 more. Oops. So here we are. Now I will pass in the middle again, and I think I will just need to connect all the top seed beads. Let me check. Do I need to add something in between? We'll see now. Maybe I will need to add seed beads, not to make my thread visible. Yes, I will add 1 seed bead in between seed beads of previous row. Let me check. It will looks nice. I hope I will have amazing earrings. So 1, 2, 3, 4. At this point of time I prefer to count, because this is the one color seed beads, and not to skip any step. I prefer to count. Oops. So this way we have. I think those are beautiful. Here we finished, and now we need to go to the this part. I will weave my thread down. I will try to avoid small tiny seed beads if it's possible somehow. Just carefully and slowly. Hi Janice, hi. So here we are. This is half of our circle what we will make, but actually, for example, here you even can make it as a bead cap. If you take pin, and you see, of course you have to put some bead inside, like small one here, and then you enter this way, bigger bead, and it's like a flower cap. It can work as well. No, I like the result. Tell me, what do you think? What do you think of this result? As it's, I think, very beautiful. It looks like maybe the quality is not so good. So, because I'm using my front camera, but yeah, I will show you definitely in the end of this video what we have. I will change my camera settings. So, how could I avoid to pass through? This way I need to come and enter into the bigger bead this way, and now I repeat all the steps. I take 4 tiny seed beads, 1 big seed bead size 10, and again 4 tiny seed beads, 4, and I enter into the next seed bead, which is in the middle of my big crystals. Again 4 seed beads, 1 bigger seed bead, and 4 seed beads, and I enter into the bigger seed bead in the middle of my crystals. Here we are again, 4, 1 big, and 4, and we enter into the next seed bead in the middle. Again, 4 tiny seed beads. I have here size 13 check seed beads and size 10 check seed beads. Okay, again 4 1 4, and we enter into the seed bead in between our big 6mm size crystals this way. Again, you see, when you understand the pattern, what you need to use, work starts to be faster. The hardest part is from the beginning to start, but then you just continue and that's it. We need to pass into the 4 tiny seed beads. Hopefully, now I need to change my needle as well, not to damage all my work. This is not the best part for me, but what can we do? Okay, we just remove our needle. I need to find some other tiny needles, but with a bigger ear, as this is something drives me crazy. This kind of tiny needles with tiny ear for tiny seed beads. Okay, just a bit I need. Oh, yes. So we pass. First of all, we need to do everything back, that everything is working well, everything is tight, and 4 up, and then we come out. I'm very curious why my son is running all the time, like where he's running. He's running downstairs, takes something from downstairs and runs again upstairs. I'm really curious what he is doing, but he sounds very like curious of what he's doing. I think he's bringing his cars from down to up, or vice versa, I don't know, but soon I will check. So here we are. Okay, we are entering into the bigger seed bead in the middle of our arch, and we do the same. Small tiny seed bead, our gray crystal, and small tiny seed bead, and we enter into the seed bead which is in the middle, this way, and pull. Again, 1 tiny seed bead, 1 crystal, 1 tiny seed bead, and we enter into the bigger seed bead, and we pull. Again, 1 1 and 1, and we enter into the seed bead which is in the middle, which is in a bigger size. That's why from the beginning I redo so many times to find the perfect recipe, and I found it, and I must say I'm very happy with the result already. And it's very tight, it is not loose, it's very tight. And again, 1 1 and 1, and we enter into the bigger seed bead in the middle. Two small seed bead, we change it. 1. I think the only issue with Czech seed beads in tiny size, it's that sometimes the hole in the seed bead is too small, that even needle can't pass. And again, we need to enter into our crystal. For it, I will use again my tiny needle. Tiny needle. I just need to enter even half of my thread just to be able to pass through one seed bead. So this way. This way, this way, this way. No. I need to solve this problem. It takes too much time for me. Too much time. Too much time to enter to the needle. And actually I bought a tool for helping me to enter to this kind of tiny ears, but it's not working for me. It was broken from the first time I started to enter my thread into this tiny needle. This gets to be frustrating for me already. Not sure we'll be able to pass. I just need to pass through one tiny seed bead. Here. I hope I will manage. No, I didn't. Oh, this is yeah. No, this is big one, this is the small one. Not the best practice for me. All today's life is around this tiny needle, which is not working at all. I changed so many just tiny needles and it's still not working, and I still didn't find the proper good tiny needle that you can work easily with. All of them are just like not for me. If I don't want to be rude, not for me. This is insane. Sometimes even if I have this kind of problems, I leave my work for some time and then I come back, because you can't work if you get frustrated, as you need to be very calm when you are dealing with these tiny seed beads and crystals, to be sure that your work is perfect. It was almost, but still not there. It's challenge, you see, challenge that I have in my everyday life. This is my challenge with the tiny needle to get inside with my thread. This is the challenge I face all the time when I use tiny seed beads, but I hope we will manage. Maybe I need to just try to do it with this bigger needle. I don't know. Share with me, how do you deal with that? How do you deal with these tiny needles in your creations? What do you do? Or maybe you know good brand of the threads, not threads, sorry, but tiny needles, good brand for tiny needles that I can try and use. As this is something what I just can't find. I tried few brands and still I'm not happy with that. But finally I got through it, and now I can take my normal big needle and continue to work this beading process. Now when my big needle don't want to work. Okay, here we are. Now I enter into the big crystal and I take big 10 size 10-0 seed beads. Seed beads size 10-0. I just enter from the crystal into the crystal, from the crystal into the crystal. This way. And we're almost there. Here we are. Now I enter into the seed bead. I take 3 seed beads size 10 and I enter into the next seed bead. Again 3 seed beads into the next seed bead, and again 3 and 3 and again. And we continue. We're almost finished this beaded bead. We come out in the middle, in our seed bead number 2, middle of the arch. Take 1 seed bead and connect, enter into the seed bead in the middle of our next arch. 1 seed bead at a time, and we connect arches together by connecting middle of the each arch. This 3, 3 and enter and step up. So I think this is something amazing. I will just turn again my camera. Oops. This way I'll just put it back to be able to show to you our result. Give me a second, I need to put it back, that it's nice and steady. Why it's not? Give me a second. Where it is? What has happened here? Так. So here we are. Why it is not working now? This is with how it works with new supplies. I just it is not connected well here. Okay. In a second I will take it out and I will just put it here. Actually my telephone is almost dead, so I need to somehow find a way to show you what we have by the end of the result. And why it's now so so close to me. Um, mhm. Do you know why I'm so close now? Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I need to. Something is. I'm not sure what I have done that you see only my face. Okay, maybe like that. I will go further away and I will show you what we have. Look at this beauty. I need to know how did I manage to make it so close. Look what we have here now. This kind of beautiful, beautiful beaded bead. So what next I will do? I will need to take and weave my thread next to my tail, trying to avoid small tiny seed beads, or actually maybe I won't weave, I will just secure the thread by weaving it here and there, as I have not already done in my first step. I will just need to secure every thread to have it perfectly ready and done. I hope one day I will be very comfortable with vertical live streams, because I don't know how did I manage to make my screen so close to showing myself so close, but yeah, we'll see. So I will make a knot from one of the threads, and then same I will do with my second thread. I will do it here, but at the moment I want to see how I will make it better after my live stream, but at the moment I want to see end result, and I think you too would like to know what will I have. I need to take another pins. These pins are not good. Let me check. How can I why it came up that I'm so close? I can't understand. Okay, let me check some pin as well. Okay, I have here this kind of head pins, and my idea is to take one crystal of her here and one on the top, this way. So my idea is to make them this way. I want to finish them, so that's why I will just hide my threads. I will cut them, and I think you want to see as well how those earrings will look on the ear. Okay, and pass with this thread, weave it inside, and I will make one more knot. I will pass into the seed beads, into the front seed beads, and we'll cut it. One more knot to be on the safe side. Make sure that your thread is not visible. It should be hidden in between seed beads, and pass into the next seed bead and crystal. I don't like when this happens. It looks like there is too much threads inside, but we managed. And I will pass into the crystal and will cut my thread, and my first thread will be ready. And the second thread. It was my tail in the beginning. Okay, this way. I will make a knot straight away around the thread, pull, and I will pass through the seed beads to make my last row more connected. This way. And cut the thread. So here is our beaded bead. Now we take eye pin, crystal 6mm, enter into it, and we take one crystal on the top, this way. I think it came out beautiful, and I think I need to record tutorial about it. Now I will use my pliers just to finish it perfectly. And cutters as well. Round nose pliers and cutters I need. Here those are. We cut. Tack. And then we just make a loop. I prefer to make double loop to be sure that it won't, that it will be secure. Make sure that nothing is scratching. Need to remove a bit more here. And now we have to decide on the clasp. And I think I will add this one. What do you think? Let's see. Let's see how it will be on the ear. I think those are just beautiful. What do you think? I think those are very pretty, shiny, and beautiful. Those are not long, those are very light, and I think I will record tutorial about these beauties. So leave a comment below, what do you think? And thank you very much for being here together with me on this live stream. Hopefully to see you soon as well. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, and see you soon.